2 Canadians are among 6 demonstrators arrested on the Great Wall of China for unfurling a banner protesting China's presence in Tibet. The incident comes 1 year before the Beijing Olympics and may be a sign of things to come, dissidents who want attention and a government that wants to clamp down on any negative publicity. We get more from Global National's Jazz Johal.
The 2 Canadians were among a group of 6 people who unfurled this banner on the Great Wall, protesting China's presence in Tibet. They were immediately detained and have not been heard from since. Canadian authorities are now trying to get in touch with 25-year-old Vancouver resident Melanie Raoul. Her parents are desperate to hear from her.
We have a lot of pride and respect for our daughter for being willing to actually go and do something rather than just give money or talk about it.
Raoul was traveling with fellow Vancouverite Sam Price. Both have been active members of the Free Tibet movement and are concerned the 2008 Summer Olympics are being used by China to legitimize its occupation of the region.
They want to make people aware that this is a problem. I think there's a tendency to sort of forget about things as time goes by. And especially with the Olympics coming up, it's a good opportunity to say, hey, this still does exist, we need to do something about it.
With the Summer Olympics just 1 year away, these arrests are a reminder of the intense scrutiny China will be under, not only when it comes to Tibet, but human rights abuses, freedom of the press, and the environment. Already, the Olympic Committee's head has openly complained about Beijing's air quality and its potential impact on athletes.
There can be no denying that air quality, especially for sporting competition, is a challenge for our hosts and our athletes.
These latest arrests, however, won't help Canada's reputation, as we're already in China's bad books, having given the Dalai Lama, viewed as a separatist by the Chinese, honorary citizenship, as well as given a home to dissidents and allowed Chinese fugitives to apply for refugee status. Many hope the Olympic spotlight will finally bring about changes, especially when it comes to human rights.
I think any country that hosts the Olympic Games, like we're hosting the Winter Olympics, we have to expect that, and it's people's right to come and protest.
Clearly a lesson China has learned a year before the Summer Olympics. Jazz Johal, Global News, Vancouver.
And joining us now is our Ottawa Bureau Chief, Jacques Bourbeau. Jacques, any word on what the Canadian government will do about this latest incident involving a Canadian detained in China?
Well, Eric, Canada's embassy in Beijing is seeking confirmation that 2 of our citizens have been arrested, and it's requesting consular access, but so far there's been no reply from the Chinese government. Now, unfortunately, our track record in these kinds of cases is not very good. You might remember the case of Hussein Chilil. He's a Canadian citizen serving a life sentence on terror charges, and even though he's a Canadian citizen, we've been granted no consular access to Mr. Chilil. As well, last November, when Prime Minister Stephen Harper went to an APEC meeting in Hanoi, he raised the case with China's president, but Prime Minister Harper was told in no uncertain terms that this was none of our business. And frankly, when it comes to human rights, that's China's position, that this is an internal matter, and it simply won't discuss it. Eric?
All right. Thank you, Jacques.